अच्छा, थोड़ा सा और लाउड बोलता हूँ, हो सकता है फिर क्लियर आए. I was telling, first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Faizan for giving me this chance to interact with the people who are going to lead in schools, in education system, to change or to bring the change. I think this is the right time to discuss what are the roles and responsibilities of a school leader, because you are going to face interview in near future. So maybe you are having so many ideas, and you can say you have developed your concepts related to all these you can say things which are required to have before going to face the interview. So this is the time which we are having to discuss all these things, and I'm not going to deliver a lecture kind of things. Rather, it will be a interaction to understand that what should be. Is there any problem? Yes, Dr. Faizan. Should I continue or?
You please continue, sir.
Okay. Okay. So today we are going to interact or to discuss that what are the roles and responsibilities of a school leader, though we may call principal, but academically it is the role of leader. So we should understand the role and responsibilities of a school leader. So I am sharing my PPT first, and then we'll discuss accordingly. Please confirm whenever you are able to see my presentation.
Okay, sir.
I'm just sharing the screen. I hope that now it is visible.
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay. So the topic for discussion I choose is school principal as academic leader. Though there are so many other role for school principal, but one of the most important role for principal is academic leader, because we want to bring the change in the system. And we want, again, I think there are some voices. If anyone wants to say something, you can say, and I will. Hello. Please mute your mic. I think this is the mic of Mr. Faizan. Mr. Faizan, please mute yourself. Okay. So very first thing is that I'm not again going to discuss with you definition kind of thing. Just for your clarity, I am referring this definition. What is the meaning of leadership?
सर आपकी आवाज इको कर रही है.
Okay. क्या सबके लिए इको कर रही है या किसी एक के लिए इको कर रही है?
सर
इको नहीं कर रही है, सबको कर रही है.
सबको नहीं कर रही है. जिन्होंने माइक म्यूट नहीं किया है उनको करेगी.
और सर एक ना थोड़ा स्क्रीन को मिनिमाइज कीजिए सर. आपने मैक्सिमाइज कर दिया तो ऑल द वर्ड्स आर नॉट विजिबल. Yes, sir.
Is
Thank
it
you,
okay
sir.
for all?
We can zoom it at our own. You need not to do that, sir.
Yes,
Please.
sir. Now clear.
Okay. So my point is that first of all, we should know the meaning of leadership, and it is not very new thing. Everyone knows. I think all of you are already having this idea that what is the meaning of leadership. So just for referring, I have written this definition here that leadership means a person who is having his, you can say, a competency or a skill to influence either individual or a group of people for achieving a particular goal. And it is not only in the field of education, it is everywhere. Whenever a person can influence someone, so that person who is influencing is called as a leader. So the question is whether you want to be a leader by selection or you want to be a leader by action. What is the meaning of saying this? When I say leader by selection or leader by action, the meaning is like, for example, you have already cleared one stage of selection. So right now you may be called as leader by selection because someone has selected you for the role of school leadership, for the role of principal in school or in institution. But this leader by selection is important or leader by action. Leader by action means the person who is leading the people, the institution, the organization by his or her action. So both way you have to play the role. Already you are selected, already you are called as leader by selection because someone has selected you, but you have to act as leader by action because you have to take actions. You have to take lead role in changing the scenario of the school system. So this particular point is that we should not be remain leader by selection. Initially, we are leader by selection, but we should not remain as leader by selection. We should be leader by action. So this particular point we have to remember always, that we should be leader by action, not leader by selection always. Now come to the main point which we want to discuss today. What are the responsibilities of principal as a academic leader? The very first point is that you have to give shape, a vision. You should be a visionary. What is the meaning of visionary, or what is the meaning of shaping a vision in academic setup? If I read the second sentence, you will be able to understand the meaning. The power of a school to make a difference in a child's life. The meaning is, whenever you are thinking about a school, it will give you the feeling that this school has changed my life. If this kind of feeling is coming from a school name, then you can say that this school is having a power. There are so many people who remembers their schools, not only at the time of schooling, but even throughout the life. And even they are giving example that I am a product of that particular school. And that school doesn't mean the building. That school doesn't mean the only services provided by the school in terms of library, in terms of laboratory, in terms of other resources. but that school is remembered by some names also. Sometimes teacher is there who is known, even that that teacher is known as a school. Someone call, okay, you are from that particular school where this particular teacher is there. And even sometime school is known for the principal, for the leader who is leading in that particular school. So if you are visionary, if you can shape a vision for that particular school, means for the students who are coming there, that is the power of that particular school, and that is your power also. Not only the school power, the power of the principal who can make a difference in someone's life. And this is the, I think, most important and most significant reward for a teacher as well as for a leader, for a principal. That if someone can say that you have changed my life, you have given me or you have shown me the way how to change, how to live, how to get the success in my life. Even I am also remembering my school days when I was in my, you can say, school doing 10th and 12th. There were so many people who were influencing my life that time, and they have a significant contribution in whatever I am today. I can say that they have a significant contribution to make or to shape my life in this way. So the power of a school to make a difference in a child's life. If you remember this line, you can think upon that how to shape a vision, how to set the target that after 5 years, after 10 years, where my school will be, what kind of success you want to see. So for that purpose, you have to set the learning goals. You have to set the teaching learning goals for students as well as for teachers. And what is the reference point? What is the, you can say, criteria in front of us? That is national curricula, national education policy, national goals, national agenda, educational agenda, not political. And why it is important to say that we should have a national curriculum? Why we are talking about national, the word national every time? Because whenever you say national, it several times it automatically removes so many biases which are based on either region, or you can say there are so many things which are there which can be removed automatically, because you will think for everyone. Whenever you say nation, it means including all. Maybe you have listened that particular slogan, sabki shiksha achhi shiksha. So whenever you say sabki shiksha, means you are talking about everyone, whether he or she is belonging to marginalized group, whether he or she is belonging to a particular remote area, and so many things. So whenever you are setting a goal, or you can say goals for teaching learning for students and teachers, it should be based upon national curriculum, national goals, national education policy. And I hope that nowadays it is very much in the discussion that how to implement national education policy 2020. I'm not going to discuss with you because that is a totally a detailed kind of discussion which can take another 1 hour separately. So I'm not going to discuss that point. But my point is that we should be, as a teacher, as a principal, as a leader, we should be aware of what are the national goals. What is the national education policy? What policy is talking about? What kind of direction is given by the policy? So the learning goals, the teaching learning goals for students, for teachers, for any other stakeholders, it should be based upon national curriculum or national policy. Then another important point is that we should create environment which is hospitable to education. It is not that school is for a particular group, school is for a particular, you can say, community. School is for everyone, and that is why we nowadays say it should be inclusive in nature. Even we are not saying that the child who is having a special need cannot come to this, you can say, general school. So everyone can come, everyone can be in your school. So you have to create environment. That is the responsibility of a leader. And how to create, that is again a detailed discussion, that how to create environment which is suitable for everyone, which can include everyone. It should not be to exclude, it should be to include, inclusive environment. And again, I have written one sentence: someone who will give them dreams they may not have. There are so many people, there are so many students who are not able to have dreams. There are may or may not be reasons. I think all of us know that there are several reasons, several, you can say, things behind this point that they are not having dreams. But it doesn't mean that they don't want to have dreams. There are so many myths in education. As a leader, as a teacher, as a leader, everyone should know that what are these myths. And one of the important and, you can say, very pertinent myth is that there are some people who do not want to educate their children. There are some students who do not want to learn. अक्सर हम स्कूल में ये कह देते हैं या ये सुनने को मिल जाता है कि ये बच्चे तो पढ़ना नहीं चाहते, इनके माँ बाप तो पढ़ाना नहीं चाहते. These are the myths. Everyone wants to learn, everyone wants to educate their child because they understand, though they are not able to express, they are not having that language as we are speaking or we are expressing, but they know the meaning, the value of education. Because whenever they see the people who are educated having, you can say, respect in society, having luxury life and so many, you can say, privileges, so they understand the value of education. But due to some reasons, due to some, you can say, conditions with them, they are not able to send them in, you can say, proper school, or they are not able to give them education as they are dreaming. So everyone want to have dream, but someone should be there who can give them opportunity to have these dreams. So if as a leader, if as a principal or academic leader, you can give the children who are coming to your school, give them dreams, so it will be a kind of, you can say, service which you will never, you can say, forget. Or even not you, the people who are benefiting with that particular service will not forget you at any point of time. So that is the kind of service is required from the school leadership side, that you should try to do something to create an environment where everyone can have dreams. Everyone can say that I can do this, I can be this, I can achieve this. So if you can create such kind of environment, then I can say, or we can think that yes, this is the successful leadership. So these are the major points which should be there in your responsibilities. Then there is a statement which I found somewhere, and someone said that principal found talent in me that I did not know I had. And this is true for both teachers as well as students. Sometimes there are teachers who either it is, I will not say that they don't have the ability to find or to say that they are having talent, but due to some ignorance or due to some, you can say, some other reasons, they are not able to utilize their potential, or they are not able to find their potential which are having inherent. But principal as a leader, if he or she is having that ability to identify that this particular teacher is having such kind of talent, then that can be useful for education, for a school. Similarly, there are students who are talented, who are having talents, but again, it is the duty of teacher as well as a principal, as a academic leader, that we should identify. We should identify the talents in our students as well as in our teachers, so that we can be benefit out of these expertise or these talents. Then the next responsibility with you as a leader is that you should develop a community of teachers. And I have added a word professional, because you may know, if you are because I hope that everyone has read this document. There is a document called as National Curriculum Framework for Teacher Education, NCFT. As we have NCF in school education 2005, the same line we have another document, NCFT for teacher education 2009. Sometimes it is written as 2010 because the date was 31st December 2009. The point here is that this particular document is having title is preparing professional and human teachers. There are two words there, professional and human. So whenever you are thinking about a teacher should have this quality, means the both professionalism as well as the traits of human being. So how to develop this community? You can have different type of mechanism or schemes, or you can say strategies, to create a community among the teachers, or you can say of teachers, who can improve the teaching learning process by guiding each other. And this type of program is started by the government of Delhi. Delhi government has started this mentor teacher program, which was launched on 7th April 2016. And what is the major point or main point in that? That they have constituted this mentor group to strengthen the academic and pedagogical capacities of teachers. And there is a statement which I quoted here. They told, or they called, is that a mentor teacher is a light among lights who enlightens everyone engaged in learning and teaching process. Means, who is mentor teacher? Mentor teacher is not a new, you can say, person or someone who is coming from outside, but it is one of the teachers in the school who can have some kind of extra, you can say, expertise or leading role he or she can play to discuss or to enlighten others in terms of giving them ideas about effective teaching and learning. So if we can have such kind of community in our school where teachers can discuss, because it is most of the time it is observed in the schools that teachers are not talking to each other. Teachers are talking but not discussing the academic things. They are talking personal, you can say, things, and the things on the issues related to society, related to community, related to their families, but they are not discussing the teaching learning process, the academic, you can say, ideas within that particular, you can say, group. So if we can create such kind of environment as a school leader, if you can do something, if you can create some kind of, you can say, community of teachers who can guide each other, discuss with each other within the school or even outside the school also. So that will be a major work in terms of strengthening the academic and pedagogical capacities of teachers. So this is also one of the important responsibility of school leader. And I have mentioned here the mentor teacher program. I hope that everyone has read that particular program. This is a program which is started by the Delhi government. So you will get idea about this mentorship or mentor teacher. Then next is that it is not only that you have to have some kind of community among the, you can say, teachers within the school, but your responsibility also that you have to encourage your teachers to update themselves regularly. It is a very high time to experience this need. After COVID-19, we have seen the people, the teachers who were resisting that we are not able to teach online. This is not my cup of tea. How I can teach online? I have not even learned that how to open the computer, how to use the mobile, how to connect with the students using video conferencing tools and so many things. But there was a need and there was no choice in front of us. So we have learned. Teachers learned how to teach online. But if a leader, if it's a principal or you can say a school leader, can visualize the need of future, can understand that this particular type of things can influence the teachers and the students in future, we should be prepared for that. There were so many, you can say, schools who were already having the training programs for ICT, for digital learning, for digital teaching. Even they were not aware, even no one was aware that this type of situation will come. But they were knowing that in future we have to shift to the online, or even not only online, we have to shift to use ICT in our teaching learning process. This use of ICT was not new for us. It is not only due to this COVID or online situation, but it was visualized a long, you can say, ago that we have to use ICT in our teaching. Even there, so many, you can say, teachers and schools are using already. So a visionary, or you can say a good or effective school leader should encourage their teachers to update their learning, their academic part continuously through professional learning. Either it may be arranged, either it may be someone is saying something, either you want to ask something or should I continue or you have some questions?
Continue, sir, please.
Okay. So this is the responsibility of a leader to have or to arrange professional development programs for teachers or encourage them to learn continuously using online platforms, because nowadays there are so many opportunities are there in terms of online courses, and even government has developed one portal. MHRD has now MOE, Ministry of Education, has developed SWAM platform. I hope that everyone knows about SWAM. SWAM is a platform where I think 2,000 or more than 2,000 courses are there, which are related to different areas, and among them there are courses for teacher professional development. for school education as well as for higher education. So as a leader, we should encourage our teachers to learn online, to go for in-service training and so many things. And even not only encouraging, but you should also monitor and report on teacher performance. It is also your responsibility that you should be vigilant every time that how teacher is performing in the classroom, what kind of improvement is required, what kind of you can say capacity building is required for a particular teacher. Even you can also keep record for the students performance every year and relate it to a particular teacher, that how gradually the classroom performance are increasing, which is taught by a particular teacher. And you that can be you can say set an example for others to motivate others. So this type of responsibility is also having with you as a school leader. And to do this, to lead in such a role, you should also have your own, you can say you have to update, or you have to learn yourself also the new resources, the new researches. What are the new researches? What are the new resources? What are the new techniques, strategies to improve teaching learning, so that you can lead your team. I think everyone knows that you can only, or everyone who is leading can lead only when you are also having competencies, or you can say knowledge about the new things, whether it is resource, whether it is strategies, whether it is research, whether it is pedagogy. So in every field, you should be aware of new developments. Okay. So for that purpose, apart from that, there are so many things which are related to teaching learning, but not directly. Sometimes there are students and teachers who are requiring guidance and counseling. And if teachers are requiring guidance and counseling to handle some crisis, some emergencies, or some cases, that is also the responsibility of the school leader to arrange such kind of services. This is also a part of, you can say, academic leader. Then again, I am coming back to the environment, and this time this environment is in terms of safety and security, that everyone should feel that he or she is safe and secure in this particular school, because there are so many incidences which are, you can say, in news, and sometimes we are also listening these kind of you can say cases or incidences, that some particular students coming from a particular community or marginalized groups, they are facing some kind of threats, some kind of you can say security issues. So a leader should understand this, that the very first, or you can say foremost responsibility of a leader is to create safe and secure and healthy environment for teachers, for students, for all the, you can say, people who are coming to the school, and particularly for students, because they are there in the school for a longer time. So if a leader can create or can provide safe and secure and healthy environment, so that is a kind of success for that particular school, because everyone should feel that this is my school, someone should not say that this is not for me. This school is for someone else. If such kind of feeling is generated, then I think school cannot grow. Or this is a kind of failure at the level of leadership. Sorry.
मदर थी जो मेरी फूफा जी थी, उसकी बुआ थी, उसकी दोस्त, उसकी लड़कियों।
Is it okay now?
चलिए ना सर, म्यूट कर लीजिए। बीएस मीना जी, आपने कब से मतलब कि ऑन कर रखा है? सबको डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हो आप।
हाँ। ऐसे होते ही दूसरे से पहचान में।
Is it okay now?
Yes, please proceed, sir.
सर प्लीज, हाँ ठीक है सर, ओके।
Okay. Again, there is a responsibility of a leader, a school leader, to gain the knowledge on current issues, current educational trends. Like for example, again I am giving example from Delhi government. Maybe you are aware of that Delhi government has arranged the visit of the principals and teachers abroad. Means they are going to observe the